Alright, this is dilation, so we're going to start. I'm going to first start out by observing his back. I'm going to look for any edema and also look if there are any scars, moles, or anything that would affect the probe. So next I'm going to turn the probe on and I'm going to set it to medium. I'm going to open the prongs as wide as I can to make sure there's still a good seal, but for the cervicals I'm going to bring it in so it's a little bit more narrow. Okay, I'm going to start at about T2, keeping it perpendicular to the spine and keeping it centered. And I'm going to go up, and I'm looking for a break, which is a quick forward or quick out and back motion. And if I find anything, I'm going to go back through it 3 times, and I'm going to mark the trailing end of the hot spot, which in this aspect would be the inferior aspect. Then I'm going to come down, and I'm going to go T1 down, do the same thing, make sure I have perpendicular to the spine. I'm going to make sure that I'm kind of pushing in and a little bit depressed, and I'm going to go down, looking for a break, which again is the quick out and back. And if I find the break, then I'm going to go 3 times.
I'm going to stick the trail in. Make sure you do 3 times.
Make sure I got 3 times, and then I'm going to mark it at the trailing end of the hot spot, which in this case is going to be the top of the probe. Good. So, for this next part, if I find a spot that's going to be affected, so we'll say that for this one it's going to be in the lumbar, I'm going to look to see if there's any edema. So if it was in the cervicals, I'm just going to use 1 finger and I'm going to feel for an area that's spongy. For the thoracics and lumbar, I'm going to use 2 fingers and go on either side of the spine and feel for an area where it's spongy,
at this point,
so right there, and go on both sides. And then I'm going to come up on the inferior aspect of the spinous, and I'm going to push and see if I produce any pain. I'm going to ask the patient if there's any pain when I push in this area. Is there any pain? No? Okay. So then I'm going to come to where I think the mark was. I'm going to put 2 fingers. I'm going to ask the patient to bend forward. Good, and then come back. If I don't feel one of the spinuses move, that's the area I'm going to be interested in. So then I'm going to come over and I'm going to have them rotate towards me. Good, and then go rotate to the other side. And the side that I don't feel the rotation on, that's going to be the rotation restriction. So in this case, we have a right rotation restriction. So then I'm going to do lateral flexion. I'm going to have them bend to the right. Good, and then bend to the left. Good, and in this case, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel it close down on the right side. So this would be a PRS. For this next part,
you're at 3 minutes.
Do the sacrum. So I'm going to have you come stand up, and I'm going to come have you just stand right here. So I'm going to come and find the inferior aspect of the PSIS, and I'm going to tissue pull up onto the notches. I'm going to have them bend forward slightly. Good. And I'm looking for, I'm following the trail of the PSIS, and in this case, the right side came up, so I'm going to focus on the right side. For this next part, I'm going to have him sit down. And I'm going to come over this side. I'm going to come onto the aspect of the PSIS. I'm going to keep the patient's knee and foot down, and then I'm going to move his knee out and in. If I don't feel it coming out, which in this case I don't feel any movement when I bring the knee out, that means it's an EX. If I didn't feel any movement